Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. So, this is a pop up live. I just decided to come on over. Hello to everyone who just came in. I was saying hi earlier to the early birds. Hi. So, I'm just going to go back a little bit to start some questions. Um, this platform is kind of still new to me, so I'm getting used to it. So, thank you so much in advance for your patience. So today we're going to do Akashic Records readings and energy clearing. So if you have any questions or energy clearing requests, please type them in the chat in all caps. Oh, I have a banner for that. Oh, and please let me know if my sound is weird again. I double checked it earlier, but just in case, please let me know as well. So I have Barbara. Okay. I have Nancy Ray's question. Okay, I have Annie Bear's question. Oh, hello, Nicole. I have your question as well, Nicole. And Edward Kenneth, I have your question. Kat, I have your question. Hello, Amanda. Hi, Maureen. Oh, sound is good and no lagging. Thank you so much for that, Annie Bear. I double checked everything earlier, but you can't really tell when you go live. Hello, Maria. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. I'm going to start reading the Akashic Records key and prayer. Let's take three deep breaths. Only the highest frequency of love and light can remain in the sacred space and all objects in the sacred space for the highest good of this group, consisting of myself, those who are watching right now, those who will join us later, and those who will watch the replay. All other energies must leave now. All other energies must leave now. All other energies must leave now. Now I call in the highest level of the divine that knows that loves the power and the truth from which we read, our highest level guides and angels to help us with this reading. Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron, please hold this sacred space, and so it is. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light, asking for guidance, direction, and courage to know the truth, as it is revealed for our highest good, the highest good of all, the most benevolent outcome. Akashic Records Master, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please let us know this group in the light of the Akashic Records and enable us to share the wisdom and compassion that the Masters, teachers, and loved ones have for us. The records are now open. Yay. Okay. I'm just backtracking. If I missed any questions while I was reading the prayer, I have Iris and Maureen got your questions, and Christine as well. Jay Roberts, I got your question. Okay, I think I've caught up. Okay, there we go. Start questions. First up, we have Barbara's question. What unresolved past life affects my current relationships? Good question. Archangel Metatron, please show me a past life of Barbara that's affecting her relationships right now. I'm seeing a mother and a baby. Okay, which one is Barbara here, please? Okay, you're the mother. They're telling me that you're the mother in this vision. I'm seeing you just playing with a baby. Where was this? I'm hearing this was in Egypt, in ancient Egypt. And they're telling me this was right after the fall of Atlantis. How is this affecting her lifetime right now, Metatron? The baby is female in this lifetime, but they're telling me the baby is male in this lifetime. And they're with you. Barbara, do you have a son or any younger male who is close to you? Because I'm getting a male energy in this lifetime, but in that lifetime they were a female. Yes, okay. So I think they came back as a son in this lifetime. I'm just going to check how it is affecting you right now. I'm seeing that you came from a noble family in the Egyptian lifetime, and you were guiding your daughter to a temple to pray. And I'm hearing Horus. So you were going to a temple that is dedicated to Horus in that lifetime. And for some reason, your daughter, she didn't like going there. But I'm seeing that you were kind of being stern with her in that lifetime. Like, you have to go. You have to go with me. And this was the start of a tension between you two. And this started early on. Like, I'm seeing her about 9 years old in this lifetime. And they're telling me, the Akashic Records masters are telling me, you just have different interests. And it's, you carry that over in this lifetime. And they're telling me that the contract between you two in this lifetime is more of an acceptance, to learn how to accept each other's differences, is what they're telling me. So that is your challenge in this lifetime and your son's challenge in this lifetime. You may not see each other eye to eye all the time, but I think your goal is to accept each other regardless of the differences and to find a way to still love each other regardless of the differences. So that is it's not necessarily unresolved, but it is a past lifetime that is affecting your current relationship, because in that lifetime um you were being stern and forceful, a bit forceful with your daughter, like, you need to do what I want. And that was the tension, where the tension began. So with that in mind, you can consider that as you move forward and in your relationship with your son in this lifetime. So what is it that I did in that lifetime that I can do something differently in this one? So that's what the masters have for you. I hope that helps, Barbara. And again, thank you so much for your question. Hello, Purple Moon Tarot, and hello, Linda. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, Linda, I'm testing EV Mux. I found the chat box. Okay, I'm just going to check and backtrack if I missed anything while I was doing the reading. I had my eyes closed. Okay. I have your question, Maria. Okay. Where? Okay, I'm going to read through the names of the people who I have in the start questions. So don't worry. Okay, I have your question as well, Al. Wait, did that get started? Okay. I have your question as well, Pamela. Okay, I think I've caught up. Um, so I have, wait, I've already done Barbara. So I have Nancy Ray, Annie Bear, Nicole, Edward Kenneth, Kat, Maria's Perfect Health, Iris, Maureen D'Amico, Christine, Jay Roberts, Pamela Anderson, and Al. Okay, how many is that? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Oh, this is a lot. I'm going to I'm going to close the questions now, otherwise I'm gonna be here forever. Oops. There we go. So questions are now closed. And next up we have Nancy Ray. Hello, Diane. May I have a throat chakra clearing because of my many physical throat challenges? Okay, let's see. Hmm, What's causing what's causing the blockages in our throat chakra, please, masters? Is there a blockage? Okay, there's a blockage. What's causing this, please? Is it because of a trapped emotion? No. Okay, they're just energy blockages. So may I request the clearing of this one? Okay. It's not caused by a trapped emotion, thankfully. We're just going to unblock it. Um, they're telling me that the cause is mostly because you can't express yourself. You can't express yourself freely. Like there's this constant fear. I feel like there's a constant fear. It's not necessarily trapped, but there's a fear that whenever you vocalize your thoughts and your feelings, like something bad's gonna happen. You just feel very uncomfortable. Is what they're telling me. So we were going to do the clearing for this, Nancy Ray. Um, I call in Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron. Please clear the blockage in Nancy Ray's throat chakra for her highest good, the highest good of all, the most benevolent outcome. Let's clear the back as well, clearing the back of the throat chakra. And it's done. So I hope that helps, Nancy Ray, and thank you so much for trusting me to do that clearing for you. Oh, hello, Victor. Thank you so much for being here. Next up, we have Standing in Light with Annie Bear. Why am I so leery of group meditations and stuff and such? Okay. Want me to do? Draw a card for this, masters. They're putting my attention. They're drawing my attention to the cards, Annie Bear. So I'm gonna use cards for this. Is it this deck or the other one? Metatron? This? Okay. Metatron is telling me to use Starseed Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. Oops. Metatron, is this your card? Okay. I got perspective, Annie Bear. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. And I'm being drawn to the term common ground. It's not the group meditations itself. It's not the setup. You're telling me it's not that. It's the people. It's the people in the group. Some group meditations you may feel very comfortable in, and some you feel very not because there are a lot of people, but because there's like a vibrational mismatch. That's what they're telling me. And your guides are like echoing, find your group, find your people. And then just being shown that a random group and they're putting you in and you're feeling very uncomfortable. They're telling me it's because you're sensitive to the frequency. So if the people in the group are not a vibrational match for you, you feel uncomfortable being there. So group meditations are okay. Some of the group meditations are okay for you as long as the people are in a vibrational match with you. Is what they're telling me, Annie Bear. I don't know if that makes sense for you. Um, I hope that helps. That's the message that they're giving me for you. Yeah, I'm going to show you the card again. This is a message that has been popping in from a lot of readers this past 2 weeks. So it's again, it's perspective. So this is, I think, a message for a lot of people to see things differently and to look at things from a different perspective. So thank you again for your question, Annie Bear, and I hope that helps. Hello, Lacey Gray. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, you're very welcome, Nancy Ray. It's a pleasure. Next, we have Nicole. What a lovely day. I would love to know more about my past life as an orphan boy. Okay. Did Nicole have a past lifetime as an orphan boy? And I'm getting a yes on that, Nicole. Okay, Angel Metatron, Akashic Records Masters, could you please show me a lifetime of Nicole's that where she was an orphan boy? Has this happened more than once? Okay, they're telling me it's not a single lifetime where you chose to incarnate as an orphan boy. Um, I'm being shown at least two. Masters, could you please, Archangel Meta, could you please show me which is more relevant to her in this lifetime, please? I'm seeing like a boy on the streets of Europe Where in Europe, please? They're telling me Germany. This was in Germany. And I'm seeing the number 1710. So this was in 1710 or around 1710. And you were quite young. This vision that they're showing me, you're about 5 or 6 years old. You had an older sister in this lifetime. So you weren't totally alone. Is this sister Metatron is a sister in her lifetime right now? Okay. So they're showing me the sister because this person is in your lifetime right now as a mentor. You've met them as a mentor, is what they're telling me. And they're highlighting the relationship between you two. You've been in a few a few past lifetimes or lifetimes with each other. And you take on the role of mentor student. Sometimes you're the mentor, sometimes she is. In that lifetime in Germany, she wasn't much older than you. Like I'm seeing if you were around when you were around 5, 6, she was about 9 or 10. So the age gap isn't that wide. But yeah, they're telling me like it was a difficult lifetime for you. But you had your sister with you. And they're telling me that the lesson that you had in this lifetime was the value of family. And you learned that through losing your parents and through leaning, through leaning and being with your sister. That's what they're telling me. So as you grew older in that lifetime, I'm seeing that you're also taking care of your sister. It's not just one way anymore. Yeah, it was a very good relationship. I'm not sure if this is making sense for you, Nicole. But yeah, that's what the Akashic Records masters are showing me. So I hope that helps, and thank you so much for your question. It was a very lovely relationship. I'm getting the feeling that they're a female again in this lifetime. And they're your mentor. Oh, hello, Sunnyland. Hello, Leah. Thank you so much for being here. So again, the questions are closed for today. I have a lot of we got a lot of questions in the first few minutes, but I'll be back tomorrow for another episode of Soul Cloud. So you can also try asking your questions there tomorrow. So it's gonna be on 5 p.m. EST, and we will talk about soulmates. So that's gonna be fun. I think. I hope. Okay. Next we have Edward Kenneth. Could I please get a reading on my most recent past life? Who, what, where? I have no idea. Edward, usually my experience with asking about the most recent past life is we're not sure if it's really the most recent lifetime, but they do give a past lifetime that is most relevant to you. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Cash Records Masters and Archangel Metatron. Could you please show me a lifetime of Edward Kenneth where that is most recent for him? Edward, I'm seeing a soldier. Where What's this? Belgium. And I'm hearing a BBB. Okay, this is Belgium. Okay, this was in Belgium. Was this in World War II? They're telling me this was in World War II. Was he a native of Belgium? They're telling me you're not a native of Belgium. You came from someplace else. I'm not picking up on the nationality yet, but this happened when you were in Belgium. You were in a war zone. How is this significant to his lifetime right now? I'm being shown that you were carrying a rifle and you were with your company. You were passing through a village and you're seeing women and children. They're very scared. So you don't approach them. I'm getting a feeling, Edward, that you were sensitive in energy in this lifetime. I don't know if that's a gift that you still carry, but usually we still carry that. You're very sensitive in energy, and it was you were being considerate. That was your way of being considerate, because you understood that the mother and the child was very afraid of soldiers. And I'm seeing that a lot of people were hungry, and so what little food that you had, you shared with the kids who were there. And they're telling me that one of the lessons that you had in this lifetime is that there can be kindness. Even in dire situations like this, there can be kindness and there is hope. And that's something that that they want to remind you. So I hope that helps, Edward Kenneth. And thank you so much again for your question. And yeah, that was very kind of you. You were being very considerate to them. And you were sharing your food with the people who are comfortable in approaching you. Because to the people in that war zone, it was like it didn't matter what camp you belonged in. They were afraid of guns because they experienced they experienced a lot already. So they were very wary of you. Yeah. And again, thank you so much for that question, Edward Kenneth. Okay, I'm just going to catch up on the comments. But next we have I think Cat. We have Cat as for the next reading. Hello, Janet. Bora Bora. Thank you so much for being here. Lauren, hello. Just going to say hi and hello to people. Whoops. Hello, Tamatha. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing well. I was feeling. Oh, Edward Kenneth was saying French soldier. Yeah, could be. I'm going to ask the Akashic Records masters. There is our Mjolnir. Was Edward Kenneth a French soldier in that lifetime that you showed me? I'm getting a no on French. I can't pinpoint. I'm not hearing. I'm not hearing the country right now, so it might take a while to identify what country you were from. But that setting was in Belgium, is what they're telling me. Okay, next up we have Cat. Any messages from my guides? Okay. Again, they're pulling my attention towards the cards. Which one, please? That one. Metatron, do you want this one? Okay. So they pulled me towards Super Attractor deck. This is by Gabrielle Bernstein. Do I have the end? Okay. This is a manifestation deck, Cat. Okay. Which one, please? Guides and Angels. Which one do you want? Okay. Center. Leah says, I love your hammer pendulum. I do too. I mean, I actually got it from it's a keychain. I took it from a keychain and just replaced the chain on it. It registers well on camera, so I like using it for readings. Which one is Cat's message? Okay, got this one. Next one. Cat's message, please. There we go. Which one, please? This one. Left, left, left. Okay. I got this card. It says, "My greatest spiritual shifts don't come through force; they come through freedom." And they have this mountain and a rainbow-looking thingy. Again, my greatest spiritual shifts don't come through force; they come through freedom. And I'm hearing patience. Your guides want you, or are reminding you to be patient. Kat, have you been trying to like use your gifts, or are you trying to discover what your gifts are in this past week? Yes, okay. Kat says yes. So I'm getting the feeling that you're trying to awaken or to use them, but you don't know how to yet. And so your guides are like telling you, don't force it. It will come to you. It's not going to come through force. So just relax into it. Okay. I'm going to ask what spiritual gift this is that's going to come freely to you or easily to you. And I'm hearing clear audience. And they're telling me that this will come in words. Some people, the messages come through songs, but for you, it's going to come through words. Like I'm seeing you walking along a busy street, and there are other people around you, and they're talking with each other, not to you, but you would hear certain words that would relate to you. And they're telling me that that is clear audience. It's going to catch your attention. That's what your spirit guides are telling me. So don't force it, and just notice it. Is what they're telling me, Kat. So I hope that helps, Kat, and thank you so much for your question. Hello, Angela. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Wow, I'm getting used to this platform. Do you like having the chat on this side, or just having the chat on screen at all? I kind of find it helpful, but I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments or in the chat. Okay. Next up, we have Maria has perfect health. Can I have a clearing for self doubt and criticism? Okay. Is this from a past lifetime or present lifetime, Metatron? Could you please tell me? Past, present. It's telling me this is from this present lifetime. Doubt or criticism? Which one do you want? Would you like to clear? Guides, please. They want me to focus on self criticism for today, Maria. So, what emotion is causing this criticism? Is there a trapped emotion causing this? Yes. Okay. Is it blaming? Okay. Thank you, Metatron. Um, they're telling me that the emotion that is trapped right now is blaming. Is it 6 or 7? 6, 7. And I'm seeing the number 6 and 7, but I'm leaning more towards 7 years old. Maria, when you were 7 years old, um, you experienced a lot of blaming. Do you have any siblings, Maria? I'm not feeling that this was from a parent. I'm getting this is like a peer or from a sibling. No siblings. Okay, this might be from a peer or from a friend. Okay, I'm going to check where in your body this is trapped, Maria, because I'm getting the feeling you were being blamed for things that you didn't necessarily do. It's like when something wrong comes up, there's another person who would point fingers at you, and they just tell the grown-ups it was her fault. It was her fault. And this was a bit older, like 1 or 2 years older than you. And since you were a child, you believed her. You believed this person. So when you grew up, you were very mindful of your actions. And whenever something comes wrong, it's automatic for you. You think, oh, it's my fault. Because when you were a child, you kept being blamed for that. Regardless of what happens, you were to blame. Is how you were subconsciously thinking when you were a child. Okay. I'm going to check where in your body this is. Maria says I was mostly alone at that age, most ages. Yeah, I'm confirming if this is if they're showing me like experiences, your experiences. And I'm getting a confirmation on that. So if not a sibling, it might be a cousin, but somewhere close, someone who is close to your age. That's what they're telling me. So I'm not sure if you have any person who can you can ask about this who was with you during that age when you were 7 years old. But that's what the Akashic Records masters are telling me, and what Metatron is telling me. Where in this body? Where in Maria's body is this piece? Pancreas. I'm hearing pancreas. So, Maria, this emotion of blaming is trapped in your pancreas. Um, Please let me know if this is something that you would like to be cleared. Just type in yes. We lived away from family at that age. Then you might want to check with the people around you who were with you at the time, because I'm seeing seven. Seven kept coming up. Okay. Thank you so much for this, Maria. It's going to do. We're going to do the clearing now. I request the clearing of this blaming trapped emotion from Maria's energy body, her physical body, in all timelines, in all lifetimes, in the past, present, and future. From Maria's highest good, highest good form, the most benevolent outcome. Archangel Metatron and the Akashic Records Masters, we ask that this trapped emotion be cleared. And it's done. Thank you so much for trusting me to do that clearing for you, Maria. And if it doesn't make sense right now, you don't have to make sense of it. Some memories are, we don't really remember everything. Some of them we bury, and it might make sense a bit later on. Who knows? But thank you for trusting me to do that clearing for you. Um, yeah, I felt it a bit in my stomach, but they told me it was in a prank in your pancreas, pancreas. It told me. So thank you again, Maria. I haven't I haven't sipped yet. Sip everyone. Okay, next up we have Iris. So Iris, please let me know if you're still here. Okay, Iris is still here. I'm just going to show Maria's comment. Hard exhales and somatic shaking releases. If this is something that you experience, please as well drink some water. It's normal to have physical releases as well, which is for some, not all, and not very frequent. Shaking, um, burping is one, yawning is another, and passing gas is also a common thing. Maureen, I haven't called you yet. Next up, we have Iris. Diane, may I please have another clearing? Okay. You're very sensitive to energy. Maria, please don't forget to drink your water. Okay, Iris. I'm just going to see what clearing your guides would want me to do for you. What does Iris need to be cleared today, guides? They're telling me you have some meridian blockages. So meridians are the energy circuits in our body. If you think of blood vessels, they kind of work like that, except instead of blood, they carry energy in our body. So when there is some blockages, it might cause pain or discomfort in our body. So I'm just going to check where in your body the meridian blockages are. Is there more than one? Okay, I'm seeing one on your neck. They're telling me this is in your right neck. Where else, please? There's another one on your right leg. Are those two the only ones? Okay. I just double checked if I didn't miss anything, and they told me those two are the meridian blockages. Just those for today. Yeah, they're showing me they're both on the right side, so neck and leg. So if this is something that you want to be cleared, please type in yes in the chat so we can do the clearing. Um, this might cause some This might be causing you some pain in your neck and your leg since these are meridian blockages. So I don't know if you're experiencing that. And also, this is for entertainment purposes only. Um, Information and advice given on this show does not supersede or replace therapy or um, a doctor's advice. So please always consult your medical professionals for matters concerning your health. Okay, okay, I got you, Iris. I call in Archangel Raphael. Okay, and it's done. Just double checking. Yeah, it's been cleared. So thank you, Iris, and I hope that helps. Oh, you're very welcome, Iris. Thank you as well for letting me do this clearing for you and trusting me to do this clearing for you. Okay, next up we have Maureen D'Amico. May I have a clearing? We are supposed to move on August 1st, and I am nervous. First, they're telling me that this isn't a threat emotion. Um, is there anything that we can do for this? They're telling me, your guides are telling me, it's not necessarily a threat because you're still feeling it. And it's normal to feel nervous because this is something new for you. Like where you're going, you're not sure of what awaits you there. And change is always difficult for many. Hold on. Is there anything that we can clear to ease up on the nervousness? Okay. Is there a past life or present lifetime emotion attached to this? No? Okay. Let me clear that. What clearing do you want, guides, please? So they're telling me it's not a trapped emotion, but you have imbalances or blockages in your chakras. Yeah, they're telling me this is more of an imbalance. This is affecting your solar plexus chakra. So that's what they want to focus on. Okay, if you would like this to be balanced, Maureen, please let me know in the comments or in the chat. Sorry, just type in yes. And whenever we have a weak solar plexus, or when I say it, a dim solar plexus, it means we're not stepping into our power. Or in your case, because you were nervous, some of it is like taking some of your power away. So one of the ways you can balance this after we do this, I'm going to balance it, yes, but you can maintain it by, one is through color therapy, so you can wear something that is red or gold. Oh, sorry, not red, yellow. You need to wear yellow. It may be an accessory. It doesn't need to be like a blouse or shirt or anything big. It can be an accessory, or you can put a crystal like a citrine crystal in your pocket. Anything that is yellow. Okay, I got you. I request the balancing of her chakra. Archangel Raphael, please. Archangel Uriel. And it's done. Just going to see. Okay, it's brighter. Yeah. So please just do those things. You may also do sound frequency healing for that, or just to maintain it. Um, in solfeggio frequencies, that is 528 hertz. So you can listen to 528 hertz music, or again, you can wear something yellow to boost your solar plexus whenever you're not feeling very confident with yourself, or you're feeling nervous. So thank you so much, Maureen, for your question and for trusting me to do that balancing for you. Oh, hello, Moonchild. Hi, yo, yo. Okay. Next, we have Christine. Is Christine still here? Oh, you're very welcome, Maureen. Okay, Christine's still here. Does Christine have a past lifetime with St. John the Baptist? I'm getting a no on this, Christine. You didn't have a past lifetime with St. John the Baptist. Did Christine have a past lifetime with St. John the Baptist soul? I'm getting a no on that as well, Christine. So I'm not sure where this information came from, but I'm not getting a confirmation on that. I'm getting a negative. Chef of past life is John the Baptist. Just making sure. I'm getting a no on this, Christine. So if you have any other questions, let me know. I'm going to look at the chat for your question, Christine. If you have any other question, but for now, I'm going to go for the next question. So Jay Roberts, please let me know if you're still here. Oh, you have your question. Okay, hold on, Christine. You have your new question or new request. Am I blocked at the solar plexus? Okay, Jay Roberts, I'm going to get your question next. Christine asks, am I blocked at the solar plexus? Are there any blockages in Christine's solar plexus? I'm getting a no on this as well, Christine. Are there any chakra imbalances or blockages in Christine's body? Yeah, I'm getting all good on you, Christine. I'm getting a no on blockages or imbalances. Oh, you're very welcome, Christine. Yeah, let me know if you have other questions. Okay, next we have Jay Roberts. I would love a reading and an energy clearing. We can do both. I'm going to check for a past life that needs some clearing, so we can do both. Does Jay Roberts have any past life experiences that needs to be cleared? Or trapped emotions from a past life experience that needs to be cleared? Okay, I'm getting a yes on that. I'm seeing a rice field, Jay Roberts. Is this rice or wheat? Rice? Wheat. Okay, they're correcting me. I said rice, but it was actually wheat. This was a wheat field. Where was this? They're telling me this was in South America. A wheat field in South America. I'm hearing Peru. So this was a past lifetime in Peru. What do we need to be cleared here? I'm seeing that you were a male in this lifetime. Um, I'm seeing you were in your 60s. You weren't getting a lot of rainfall in this season, is what they're telling me. So you were a wheat farmer, but in this lifetime, you were having trouble with your crops because there wasn't enough rainfall. And I'm seeing that you had a big family. You had a big family in this lifetime. And I'm not seeing like just your kids. I'm seeing your grandkids as well. You provided for your grandkids too. You took care of them. And you were just so scared. You were so scared that you wouldn't have enough crops for that season. You wouldn't have enough harvest, rather, because that was your source of livelihood, your source of income. And there was just a lot of worry, 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 worry. And I'm seeing this is trapped in your root chakra. So this is the red chakra. How is this affecting? How is this affecting their lifetime right now? Methadone. I'm hearing you have you're finding it hard to trust in higher power because of this lifetime and this experience. Because in that lifetime, I'm not seeing that the rain came. Like it really did affect your harvest. So I don't know if you can validate that for me, Jay Roberts, but that's the feeling that I'm getting. Like it's really hard for you to surrender and to trust in the higher power that everything's going to be all right. So I'm going to double check the trapped emotion, but I'm getting that it was worry. Is it worry? Yeah, they're telling me it's worry. So if this is something that you would like to be cleared, Jay Roberts, please just let me know. Type in yes. If you don't want it to be cleared, you can also say no. But yeah, this is the source of that distrust and this fear of surrendering to higher power. Oh, Pamela, we love you too. Thank you so much for being here again. Oh, thank you, Annie Bear. Yeah, I also offer private readings if you're interested. My details are in the description, so please just check them out or in my channel page in the About Me section. Okay, I got you, Jay Roberts. Hello, Judith. Okay, I request the clearing of this worry, trapped emotion from Jay Roberts' energy body or physical body in all timelines and all lifetimes, since past, present, and future. Archangel Metatron and Akashic Records Masters, we ask that this threat emotion be cleared. So back to please, Metatron. And it's done. Thank you so much for your question and for letting me do that clearing for you, Jay Roberts, and I hope that helps. Hello, Mary. Oh, I'm sorry, Mary. We've closed the questions a while ago. I've been here for an hour. Also, if you've had readings from me and you would like to go back to them and watch them again, please feel free to do so. I usually put bookmarks on them an hour or a few hours after the broadcast, so you can come back to them and just search for them easier. Because I do that too, so I know the feeling of looking for the readings that I got. So I try to make that easier for people. Okay. Sorry, is Pamela still here? I saw that she was saying love you to all, but I'm not sure if she was she saying goodbye? Okay. Is Pamela still here? Oh, you're very welcome, Kat. I'm just checking if Pamela's still here. Let me know, Pamela, if you're still here. Okay. Pam should be here. Should be there. Oh, it's Ralph. Hi, Ralph. Hi, Butterfly. Um, Ralph is here. Pam should be there. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Hello, Jazz. Okay, there we go. There's Pamela. Okay. I'm always curious about past lives with my husband, Ralph. We've had many. So both Pam and Ralph are here. Hello. Okay. Hmm. The moment I closed my eyes and I just got galactic. So this is somewhere off Earth, like out of Earth, right, Masters? Yeah. Okay. You're telling me you had a past lifetime outside of Earth. Okay, where is this, Masters? What's this, please? Where did they meet? Andromeda? They meet in Andromeda? I'm being told that you two met in Andromeda constellation. Andromeda. What were they doing in Andromeda, Akashic Records Masters? So Andromeda is a star system or a constellation system that's very high frequency, and a lot of people who come from there are masters of energy manipulation and frequency. Both of you were studying there, is what I'm getting. What significant experiences did the both of them have in Andromeda? Is this going to work? I'm seeing the two of you like holding hands, and you were looking like you were of the Lyran star lineage. At least genetically is what I'm seeing, because you were like pale white. You had pale white skin and you're very tall in that lifetime. And usually those are the features of the people who came from Lyra. They went through a very different evolution in Andromeda. So that's why they looked very tall and very pale white. So I'm seeing both of you look like that in Andromeda. And I'm seeing the two of you were holding hands, but it's not like you're being sweet and romantic with each other. You were doing something energetically. I'm just trying to figure out what that was. Okay, both of you were actually working together for grid work in Andromeda. And they're telling me like the holding hands thing was actually you were trying, you were flowing energy. Both of you were flowing energy to the ground. And like doing that together makes it more powerful. And you've been doing this for a few times now. How many times? They're not giving me a number. They're telling me that you've done this a lot of times. You're doing this work plenty of times together. Are they doing that still on Earth? Huh, you're still doing that. You're still doing grid work on Earth. I'm not sure. Are you guys do you like traveling? Ralph and Pamela, if you love traveling, I think it's part of grid work. Like you just feel drawn to certain places on Earth. Yeah, that's the energy that I'm getting. Like you're drawn to different places and you don't know why. Like for you, it's like a vacation, but it actually has some significance on Earth's energy. I feel that some travel. Yeah, Ralph. That's what I'm getting. It's like you're traveling to specific locations to help with ley lines. Ley lines, ley lines, ley lines. They keep coming up. Um, I think you're strengthening the ley lines by being anchors of the energy. Yeah, they're telling me it's a joint mission for you two. Is this where they met? Yeah, it's the first time where you met was in the Andromeda constellation, and then you've worked together, or you've met up, or you're incarnated together in several lifetimes to do this kind of work, which is grid work. And you love incarnating with each other because they're telling me that you work well with each other. You get a lot of missions done. So it's a very lovely relationship, Ralph and Pamela. I hope that helps, and thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. Okay, last but not the least, we have Al. Does the record say? Sorry, there. Does the record say anything about my life in the UK? Oh, you're very welcome, Ralph. Does Al have any lifetimes, past lifetimes in UK? So I'm getting a confirmation on that you did have past lifetimes in UK. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I needed to take a sip. Everyone, stay hydrated. Okay, I'm just going to check what relevant lifetime you had in UK. Oh, immediately I got Scotland, and I'm hearing you were a Viking in that lifetime. How is this relevant? Please. They're telling me you had a few lifetimes in the UK, and in my mind's eye, I'm seeing like four thumbnails, so it's like four lifetimes at least in the UK. But they're highlighting the one that is in Scotland. Why? What's in Scotland? I'm getting a feeling that this is a lifetime that you loved, because of the culture. Telling me it's because of the culture. You have a very fiery energy, and the energy of the Vikings was very perfect for you. Like at this point in your soul journey, you had a lot of aggression. You felt a lot of aggression in your body, and you kind of let off steam through hunting. So you're like being very productive, a productive part of your community by hunting like wild animals, and yeah, you're being productive, and still you're healing through that is what I'm hearing. Because of that aggression, you held a lot of aggression at this point in your soul journey. I'm not getting that you still have it right now, but you channeled it in a way, you expressed it in a way that would be very helpful for your community. So your spirit guides and the masters are highlighting that, and I think the message that they're telling you here is to channel or express your feelings in a way that would be more productive. Is that your message, masters? Okay, they're confirming that. That's their message for you. That's why it's relevant for you. And I'm seeing you at the time you were riding a horse. You had a lot of fur in your body. You were holding an axe. That was your weapon of choice at the time. You would go in hunting groups. I'm seeing like 5 people with you. No, there you were five. There were 5 of you. So there were five including you. Okay. But yeah, that is the message. They keep repeating the message that to express your feelings or to channel your feelings into something that is productive and more beneficial to your community. So I hope that helps out, and thank you so much for your question. So again, thank you everyone um, for being here. I think that's all the questions that I had starred. I've been here for past the hour. I love Scotland even in this life. I do not feel any aggression now. At least it was productive. Yeah. You love that lifetime. You felt very connected with the sea and earth and plants in that lifetime. That's why you loved it. And the culture. You keep repeating culture. Hugs to everyone who needs them. Yes, Maureen. Hugs to everyone who needs them. Okay. I'm going to close the records now before I forget. Okay, I would like to close by thanking the masters, teachers, and loved ones for the love and compassion. I would like to close by thanking the Akashic Records masters for their point of view. And I would like to close by thanking the divine source for all of knowledge and healing. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. Okay. Again, thank you everyone for being here. And also, I'll be doing this again tomorrow in my usual program, Soul Cloud. It's going to be at 5 p.m. EST. Um, we will be talking about something first, and then we'll do Akashic Records readings and clearings again afterwards. So, thank you everyone again for being here. I hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.